I've been covering a lot of games recently on the channel, just games that I'm playing instead of actual news, mostly because for a large part of this year, I was doing only news and not really playing a lot of games. However, we're back with news and some pretty interesting news at that. So on this channel, over the last year and a half of me making videos, I've really covered Insomniac and Sony's Marvel games quite a bit. Within that time frame, I've covered the leaks, I've covered reviews, I've covered ideas for actual games in the future. So to say I'm pretty invested in the Insomniac games would be a little bit of an understatement, and it doesn't come from a fanboy perspective in any way. It comes from just someone who really likes Marvel and someone who really likes DC. I love both universes and the roster of characters that's included with them. Obviously, I have my favorites being a character like Venom from Marvel and a character like Red Hood and Nightwing from DC. However, one of my more underrated characters from Marvel, anyway, would be Wolverine. I grew up with the X-Men movies, and I grew up with watching Logan as one of the first rated R movies I'd ever watched, now in theaters anyway, and it's still probably my favorite superhero movie of all time. Wolverine is just such a fascinating character because there's a lot that can be done with him. Has one of the longest history, that was a terrible sentence. Wolverine is an interesting character because he has a very long history in Marvel, and he has a very long history of interacting with other Marvel heroes. So when Insomniac announced that they were making an Insomniac game, I was in the camp of being very excited, more excited than I am for the Captain America Black Panther game, more excited than I am for the Blade game. Outside of a Venom solo project, this is probably a game that I'm the most excited for from Insomniac. They recently got some news. Brian Horton, who was the creative director for Insomniac's Marvel's Wolverine, is now heading over to Xbox and working on Perfect Dark. Now, Perfect Dark could probably have its own video, and it will eventually. I just haven't really, I never played the original, to be completely honest with you, so I'm not really interested in that game, but I am really interested in Marvel's Wolverine. So the creative roles have been taken over by veterans for Spider-Man, which are someone named Smith and someone named Daly. I'm not going to pretend to know who these people are, to be honest. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the oh my God, I can't speak today. I cannot talk today. I don't know why. This goes hand in hand with the I'm struggling today. Associate. I can't say that word. It's fucking with my brain. This goes hand in hand with the associate narrative director recently leaving Insomniac and joining another studio that I really, really like that had kind of a miss and then saved it, CD Projekt Red. So it's a weird thing for this game to be going through so much turmoil. And then even before that, I think there was it the main art director for the game left to pursue something else, or it was like a head art director. Obviously, art directors are different. You don't really need an art director if the art for the game is finished, right? Like if the art style is made and all they have to do is animate, you don't really need to keep on an art director. At least that's how my monkey brain thinks of it. But at the same time, when you look at all of these things in tandem, it is kind of weird that so many of these lead people are stepping down. I'm not here to speculate. I'm not here to make a conspiracy against Insomniac or Sony or anything like that, because it probably really isn't that deep. But a lot of people are taking this in a negative light because we just haven't gotten a lot of news around Marvel's Wolverine. I mean, we had the leak, and the leak showed a lot, including pretty much pre-alpha gameplay and story beats, and leaked a lot of stuff onto the internet. There was a playable build of Marvel's Wolverine that a lot of people, including myself, got to see. And obviously something like that can really demoralize a company. It can really hurt somebody, especially when you kind of put it all together with the fact that Insomniac just in general was getting bombarded by a bunch of other shit. So it looks like Marcus Smith and Mike Daly will be taking over the duties for the Wolverine project, and they held creative and game director roles for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which is a game that I've heard is very good that I never played, and on the original 2018 Marvel Spider-Man. I don't know why I said the year. I should have just said Insomniac Spider-Man. Now, there are a lot of rumors that this game, Marvel's Wolverine, is going to be showed soon. And I even saw that there were rumors that this game could be coming out in 2025. I hope it's not, just for my wallet's sake, because 2025 already looks insane. But yeah, they also worked on Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, as well as Sunset Overdrive, which I personally love. I think Sunset Overdrive is a super, super underrated game. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. I'm excited for them to just show the game. Again, this isn't a conspiracy video. This is just strictly me reporting the news that probably a bunch of other YouTubers have already talked about. I'm going to leave the speculation up to the big YouTubers and just, have the scraps of the actual news. I don't know. I will say that I think I don't like looking at articles, especially around games, but Game Rant is probably one of my more favorited ones because I use them more than I'd use something like fucking IGN. But they do bring up a really good point that these two have worked on roles for games that are a lot lighter in tone than what we've seen for Marvel's Wolverine, and just Wolverine as a character is not a very light-toned individual. So that'll be something interesting to keep in mind going into the game, but that's not something we're going to be able to really know until we actually get our hands on it. But yeah, let me know what you think about this news in the comment section down below. If you think this is like doomsday or something, or if you're an Xbox fan, I hope you're happy, because I'm hoping that Brian Horton is a good creative director and that Perfect Dark just gets better from this. I just want to see success for both sides of the party. I'm not someone who picks sides, again, because I sit on my computer and I play all the games, and then I play my Switch games on my Switch, and that's pretty much it. I don't think I've touched my PlayStation or my Xbox in a while. Oh, that's a lie. I played Astrobot a shit ton. That was a lie. I really liked Astrobot. Let me know in the comment section down below, and while you are scrolling down there to comment, you're going to pass a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Hit one of them. Let me know what you thought of the video, and you're also going to see this big red button with white letters that says subscribe on it. You should click that, because 99% of the people that watch my videos are not doing that. And you don't want to be in, we don't want the subscribers to be the 1%, okay? We don't need 1% supremacy here. We're not the country, okay? We need to spice it up a little bit. Let's make that at least 2%, okay? My name is Nate, otherwise known as Wicked, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.